Hey everybody, it's Connie. How's everybody doing? It's been a little bit, but I've been working on this book and I want to show you how I did it so far. I have not decorated it. Let me show you the paper pack. Oh, let me get it. Sorry, I had to reach for it. I'm using the Tales of You and Me 12 by 12. And you can do a lot of stuff with these paper packs. It's just so pretty. So I use that. And this is a pretty good little book. Let's see. The spine on this one is almost 3 3/4. Almost. And it is 8 1/4 on this way. And what did I say this was? 4 1/2 this way. So it's got 4 signatures. No, wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 signatures. I'm sorry. It's bigger than I thought it was. So anyway, here we go. This is so far. This is how I put it in, and it has a magnet right here. And you open it this way and this way. These do not pull out. These are made, this is made from these paper bags. These little paper bags, and I folded it like this. And that's what's going to go on to your hinge right there. But I'll show you that in a minute. These paper bags, if it's like this, they are 8 by 4. And you see where this little notch is in the bag? You see that right there? That's where I cut right below that notch is where I cut that much of the end of the bag off. Because I don't want any ruffles, but I want to get rid of that little notch too. So that's about where I cut it. So when I make these, I cut them all the same. And so they're pretty even. So these are little flaps to put whatever. And then you have your pull out. And I did put a cream paper on each side and a little stamp just to give it a little something extra. And used my little punch. Isn't that pretty? Love it. And then just slide it back in there like that. And then on the back side, let me get a little piece of paper. You have a pocket right here and a pocket right there. It goes all the way across, a pocket right there. So I put 2 pockets on that one. And then this, on this side, it's the same. They all, on the front side of each page, signature opens the same. But they all have the little pull out. On this one, I have a pocket back there and then a pocket in front of it. I just love this paper. The same opening here and there. And then this one has a little bit longer little pocket that's open. And then one right there. Isn't that cute? Love it. And then this one has a long pocket. And then a little, a short little pocket right there. I haven't done all the embellishments yet or anything. I will come up on another video with that. And then same thing, opens up. And then this one, it just has one big corner pocket right there. Love it. And then this one has 1 pocket, 2 pockets, 3 pockets. They just kind of graduate to big. Isn't that cute? I love this little book. So I still have to do the cover, the inside of the cover, and I might put a pocket here or something. I haven't decided yet. But there's the book pages, and then I'll probably do a pocket back here or something too. I don't know yet. I haven't decided, but I will be sharing with you guys on what I do. So this next little book that I'm going to do, I'm going to go ahead and put 2 pages together, and I'm just going to make it 2 signatures. That's it. It's going to be a smaller book. So let me first show you how I did the pages like in this book. What we're going to do is we're going to do one like that, and we're going to do one just a little bit different. So I've already cut the ends off, like I said. Let me show you one more time. Right below that curve of the opening of the book is where I cut my bags, so that it will be a smooth edge. Okay? Alright. So I have these already scored, taped, and inked up, and these are 4 1/4 by 7 1/2. 4 1/4 by 7 1/2. And this is going to go, see, the bag is going to, that's what's going to go on my hinge right here, because it was like this, I laid it down like that, and that's going to go on my hinge. Now when you open the side of the bag up, there's this side and this side. I'm going to put this flap on the inside of this side, okay? Not over there where it's going to close up. I'm going to put it right here. And when because I put tape on both sides of this one, it's going to close the bag up just fine. Okay, so I've got a flap for the top and one for the bottom. So let's go ahead and put that on there. Let's see if I can do this without making too much of a mess. Always, these kind of things like this just kind of makes me a little on the nervous side. But Jennifer from Genevieve Designs, I got this little tip from her. You just get your glue stick, and they're really inexpensive. I got it at Hobby Lobby. And I'm going to put it over the glue just a little bit on both sides, because I have a score tape on both sides, double-sided tape on both sides. And then I'm going to slide it in here, and like I said, I'm going to get it on this side of that. So I'm going to put it on there like this, and I want to line it, the edge, this edge up here, this edge right here, to this edge of the bag, to the opening of the bag. That's where I want it to get the edge pretty close to it. So that's good enough. And then that closes the bag. Well, now you're going to have this little bit that did not glue down. So I'm going to get my glue, and I'm going to glue that just that one side. I'm going to put a little bit of glue in there and glue it up. That way it's all secure. Everything's lined up. So that little flap is closed up. Okay. So now let me score that real good. So now we have our top flap. It's a little bit crooked. Let me straighten it up a little bit. I'm going to line it up with the opening of the bag right here. See, it's off. See, it's off just a little small bit. I'm going to line it up with that, and then I'll just press it with the bone folder, and that will straighten it all up. No worries. Nobody will ever know. It's all good. There we go. We got our first flap done. So now, here's the second one. We're going to put this one in the bottom. Let me close this glue up. So, the same way, it's going to have these two little openings right here on the bottom of the bag. We're going to put it in the front one that goes where, so the fold will come up like this. Okay. 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 I think I say that a lot. I apologize, but I just can't help it. Alright, I'm going to put a little bit of glue stick on here. That way it'll give me a little time, so it's not like just totally stuck right away if I get it off, you know, a little. That way I have a little time to maneuver it. So let me turn it around. I'm going to make sure it's in the top. I'm going to make sure it's on this part of the flap right here. Slide it in there like that. And then I want to get it as even with the opening side of the bag as I can. And we're going to get it about right there. There we go. Now, smush it down, and then we have the other flap. I'm going to make sure it's straight. Line it up right here. And then I'm just going to hit it again to make sure everything is straight. There we go. So now we have our flap. And so on this side where there's nothing stuck, I'm going to put a little bit of glue inside there. Just put a little bit in there so it's good and closed up tight. And I'm using art glitter glue, which I adore. Love it, love it. It doesn't take much. It does not take much, just a little. Okay, so this now is ready to go on here, because this is the part that's going to go on here like that. Just like that. And then you're going to have your flaps, just like so. Just like so. So, anywho, let me straighten that out a little bit. These bags are not the best bags in the world. These bags came from, I got them from a little friend of mine. She had, there's like, that comes with 500 in a pack. And she got them at Sam's. Well, she didn't need them anymore. She only used a couple, so I bought them from her. And so I thought, man, I've got all these bags. What am I going to do with them? Well, this is one little something that I came up with. So on the next one, I don't know how this is going to work. I haven't even did a prototype like it at all, but I'm going to do another little flap, and it's going to come like this, and then I'm going to have a flap coming out of the end like this. So it's going to look something like this. We'll see what happens. Oh. Alright, let's put this together and see what it looks like. So I went ahead and inked it up. This one is 4.5 by what is that? It's an 1/8 of an inch smaller than a 4 inches. I thought I did them at 3 3/4, but it's not. It's just under 4 inches. Can you see that? So they're both the same size. So I'm going to put this one in. Let's see what happens. And I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to I went ahead and inked them all up too. But I'm going to put it close to the edge. Not too close to this, you know, because they're not all even or equal, you know. So just close enough. And like I said, there we go. And now this one, I did not put tape on both sides, so this is all open. Well, we're going to glue that shut in just a minute. We're going to glue that shut. So there we have a flap that's going to go like this. And it's a little on the crooked side, so let me straighten it up. Let me straighten it up like that. And then you just take your bone folder and press away. There, that makes it better. It's going to line up like this. This one is going to go on the end, but you see how you have these two openings when you open a bag. Make sure you put it on this side of these little flaps, on this side, because this back here is going to be a pocket as well. so let's go ahead and put this on. I hope that makes sense to you. Put a little bit of glue on here. This is the best little trick. Thank you, Jennifer, for that. I tell you, it's wonderful. So make sure that it's on this side of those little flaps. In there like that. And I'm not going to go all the way to the scored edge. I want a little room to make the fold. There we go. Now we have one page. It's going to open up like this. Isn't that kind of cute? I think it's kind of cute. And then you can do whatever you want on here. You can put pockets. You can put another flap under here too. Whatever you want to do. So we're going to do that. Let's see. I don't know. This is good enough. I can make another flap real quick. I would have to score it a little smaller. Let's see. About right here. And I would cut it. I'm cheating. I'm not measuring. I'm not measuring. So let me cut the end off here, and we'll score it, and we'll put another. We'll go ahead and put another flap on together. How's that sound? So this piece of paper is 7.5. It's 7.5. Let me get my big old scoreboard out, and I'm going to score it 1/4 of an inch. It's not going to get as much. I was cutting them where it would have a 1/2 inch, but I had this piece left over, so I'm going to go ahead and use it. So, let's see. Is my tape going to work? I think it should fit. Let me put this tape on there. Where's my little, there it is. Alright, so I'm going to put some tape on here, and I'm going to go ahead and do it on both sides. There we go. And do it this side. Put it close to the edge so I have some room next to the score line. There we go. There. Yay! Now I'm going to cut the corners off so that they fit and they're good and it's not real thick. Cut this off at an angle. There we go. Okay, let me go ahead and burnish it real well. Oh, I'm going to have to ink it up too. There we go. This is Ranger's Vintage Photo, Tim Holtz Distress Ink. I love the Vintage Photo. That's my favorite. I'm going to go ahead and ink it up. Make sure it fits before I pull the tape off. This is really cute. And these pictures, you know, a 4x6, you know, is not going to fit, obviously. But, you know, you can take pictures and cut them down, you know, and just have a lot of fun with it. You know, you can even put spots on there to journal instead of putting a picture. We could, instead of, you can mat it with a real pretty paper, and then you can put some cream on top of that with some lines, and you can journal on it. You know, it doesn't have to be pictures. You can do whatever you want with these books. So it's just a lot of fun to try to come up with different things and different ideas. I love it. So very good. Got both sides. Now let's put this little thing together. Hopefully it fits. Okay, so let me move this flap out of the way. Make sure it fits. And I'm going to make sure this side is far enough down so that this closes just like that. Okay, let's do it. Oh, let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. Okay, let me get my glue stick for this. Make sure everything's good. I thought I was all ready for, you know, so that I wouldn't make a really long video and everything was nice and ready and all of that good stuff, but it's not, because change of plans. And that's what's so cool, is that you can put a pocket or a flip anywhere you want, you know. So, I mean, it just kind of grows as you go along. So, here we go. Wish me luck. Make sure it's on this side of that little two-piece. Make sure it's on this side. And then I'm going to line it up where I know that the top one's going to fold. There we go. Good enough. Good enough. And then that's going to go in first. Love it. And then that one. And then that one. Yay! Cute, cute. Really super duper cute. And then you can put a magnet right here so it catches onto this one. Since it's overlapping on this one, it'll hold this one down if you put the magnet right here onto this flap. That is adorable. It's going to be so cute. Love it. Okay, so now we're going to put them on the hinges. Normally I would go ahead and mat them and stuff like that first, but I'm not going to. So first, I just noticed, let me make sure, see this one? It has, I put the tape on both sides of this flap right here, so it closed the bag really nice. But I'm going to go ahead and put that little bit of glue right there. I don't want to jump ahead of myself. Just put a little bit of glue in there like that. And that'll close that part up. But you still have your flap for your hinge. So I'm going to do that. Got that good. Now on the other side, I need to close this up. So I need to put some glue on all of this, just like that. Just cover it really good. There we go. See, the glue is in there. And then I'm going to just lay it down and let it do its natural fold. There we go. There it is. It's nice. There we go. Voila. Okay. Now, I'm going to show you what I also did on my book. Before I put the pocket in, you see how you still have this part open? It's going to be confusing when you go to put your flap in. So this is where your opening is going to go. I'm going to take this part of my bag that has the little flap and glue it to this. Okay? Does that make sense? There's just a little bit right there. See this little flap that's on the inside? I'm going to put a little glue right there so that when you put your whatchamadoodle in there, your tag, it will slide in on the back side of that. I'll show you. Just one second. Okay, so now when you have your opening, let me glue it right here. Now when you have your opening, you will just have the one little section that you will have to worry about, see? And so therefore, let me take one of these out, or I can just use this. So therefore, when you put this in, you don't have to fight for either side. It's already closed, and that's going to go in there just like that. See? Very nice. I love it. Clean I need a wipey for my hands. Close my glue up. Okay, so there we have it. I love the way it turned out. Just like that. That's so cute. And then on the back of the bag, I'm not going to be able to add any more pockets or anything, you know, any more flaps. So this side I would mat the whole thing and then just put a corner pocket or whatever you want. You can just do whatever. Just like on these, I made each one different. This one has the 3 pockets. That one just has the 1. This one has 1 long pocket and a little pocket. 2 pockets. I know I already showed you this, but I'll show you again. And this one has 2 corner pockets. This has 1 big pocket and then a corner pocket. So, I mean, you can do whatever you want on the back of these. It's just really cute. So let me show you how I put them on the hinge. When I do my hinges, I made these a 1/2 inch gusset simply because if I put more pockets over here and then I have this long pocket, and by the time you put all your mats on and any little goodies that you decide to put on here, you want to have enough room so that the book doesn't just go pop, you know. And then by the time you add your pictures and everything else, I just like to have a little extra room in between. So here's a fold right there and fold. I like about 1 inch to go on the inside of my book right here. There's a 1/2 inch gusset before my book even starts, and so I like to have this inch of paper right here, cardstock, going onto my cover so that there's more, you know, down here, the humidity, you know, if this was, I used some really good tape, okay? This is some really good stuff. But with humidity, sometimes it can come loose or whatever, and I don't want to take any chances of this all coming off because it's pretty heavy. So I have that extra security over here, and this is going to be matted. So it's just, for me, it's just, you know, I probably overdo everything. I overdo everything, but that's just what happens. So anyway, let me, I forgot to put some score tape on my little flaps. Thought I was ready. See, I told you, but I wasn't ready. And I hope it all fits because I didn't double check. So I will double check. Make sure I get my tape on here real good. There we go. Was not ready. Oh well. So anywho, let me put it on this side too. Very good. Love it. Okay. Love it, love it. Get it on there good. Just like that. Alright. Okay. Here we go. I'll show you the next step that I do. I love these little books. You know, it's the same concept. Once you get this part down as far as anything goes, you know, learning how to do the gussets and the little flaps for your books, and you can do any size you want. You can use envelopes. I've got a book on a video on that, you know, with using envelopes. I can link that later down below. Just any number of things. I mean, it's just endless, really. So here's the thing. I really almost hate to put this on here now simply because, I'm going to show you. Sometimes these bags are not going to fold the same. You know, it's not going to be, let me see if this will show it. See, it's not going to be the same. Some of them get really off. And so, like, see the difference? You can see how one side's longer than the other. So, whenever I put it on, I hope and pray that this is straight up and down. And then I can line the next one up with it. Does that make sense? Because I want them to be, whoops, I have that one upside down. I want them to be straight up and down as best as they can be. So, when I put them on, when I have my cover, I pretty much know how it's going to need to be. If one side needs to be higher or one side needs to be lower. I'm not sure. But I'm going to go ahead and do it. I'm going to go ahead and do it. Let me fix this. It's a little crooked. Kind of rescore the edges and straighten it out. Did I glue this one? Let's see. No, see the pockets? It has those two little flaps. I'm going to go ahead and glue those down because that's where my insert's going to go. So let me just put a little glue right there and right there. There we go. Good deal. Okay. That away. Whenever I get ready to put my flap in, it will be just like that. Just like that. Sound good? Yay. Alright, here we go. I'm going to go ahead and do this just so I can show you. Let me take the score tape off. And I'll just do my best when I go to put it on the spine of my book, which I don't have made yet. But I make them all pretty much the same, and I have a video where I did a cover for a book. It was a different size, but it's the same concept. I'll link it down below too, so that you can kind of get an idea of what I'm going to be doing. Okay, so let me put some of this on there. This is going to be a really cute book because it's small. I like, 2 signatures or whatever. Now, this is like a really thick book because there's six signatures, so it's pretty thick. But it's really going to be cute. So let me do the first one and see how much of a gap this is. This is only going to come up 1/2 inch. So before I put it down, I'm going to go ahead and put some glue on here towards the bottom so that there's not a lot of space that's open. That way it's a little more secure and it's all closed up nice and tight. Any little paper that's a little loose, I go ahead and stick it underneath there so that the bag does not come apart. We don't want that to happen, do we? I do not, because if someone buys this journal or I use it as a gift, either way, I do not want it to come apart. So, here we go. I'm going to line it up and then squeeze it. And it's nice and tight on there. There we go. Got one done. Now I'm going to put the other one on. Take the score tape off. It's just endless. These little books, people, there's so many ways to do books. And if you start making them and you learn the basic concept of how to put a book together, it's pretty endless. I mean, it really is. It's endless on how you can put a book together. So I'm going to put a little glue towards the bottom so that there's nothing that comes apart, just to make sure that everything is secure. I don't want anything happening to this book once it's finished. That way I know I probably, like I said, I usually overdo everything. I can't help it, but I did. Now I'm going to stand this up, and I'm going to put this on there like this, but I'm going to stand it up and make sure they're both the same height, and the same as far as the width. There we go. There it is. I want it to make sure that these ends are done. Okay, there's my first book. I need to, oh, whoops, there we go, like that. There it is. That's going to be another book. Isn't that cute? This will go on the spine like that. And so when the first page is open like this, you can even put a pocket in here instead of, see how this opens up like that, and then that's just matted. I can put a pocket under here if I want it to, because this is magnetized and it will stay closed. I love that. So we have that, and then you also have the pocket back here to put something right there. And then on this side, I'm going to mat it, and then I can put as many pockets on here as I want to just layer pockets. It'll be really, really cute. And then page 2 opens like this, and like this. Isn't that darling? I love that. And then on the back, like I said, you can do whatever you want. But this will be a cute, and see, I'm going to put a magnet right here and right here so it'll stay shut. But this is going to be a cute little book. Great little gift. Cute, cute, cute. 2 little signatures, but by the time I get through with it, it's going to be chock full of little knickknacks and, you know, little goodie places to put everything, with all the pockets and then little tuck spots and stuff like that. This will make a cute book. So when I get the cover done and I get through, I will be sure and come back on here and show you what it looks like. Also, I hope this gave you some great ideas on paper bags. It doesn't have to be the big paper bags. They have at Hobby Lobby and Michael's. I know the bags are a little wider and a little longer, but just remember that these little bags like this have that little cutout circle. So just go to the bottom of that circle like that and just cut that off. That's what I did to make a smooth edge. If you want a rustic or vintage, don't care about that, then just leave it. It's just whatever you prefer. It doesn't matter. The sky's the limit. And I did it like this and just closed it up like that. And that would be my hinge, place to put my hinge. There's a lot of different videos out there that cover so many different ways that you can make a book using paper bags. So just explore and have fun. I hope this kind of gives you some ideas on what you can do to make a really cute little book using paper bags and craft cardstock. Great. Fantastic. A lot of fun. Okay, ladies and gents, I hope this was something that helped you out and you can explore and have fun with it. Everybody have fun crafting. Please give me a thumbs up if you don't mind, and subscribe, and also leave me a comment. Hit the little bell so that when I put my next video up, you will get a notification that it's ready for you to watch. How about that? I love it. So thumbs up, subscribe, hit the little bell. Drop down below and give me a comment. Let me know what you think. And also, you can come visit me at Craft with Connie on Facebook. I have the link down below. And show me the things that you make. I love seeing what everybody's doing now. So anyway, I hope this was helpful and a lot of fun. Enjoy. Be blessed. Talk soon. This camera's gonna shake when I go to turn it off. I can't help it. Bye, everybody.